Hello and welcome back to another episode of Power Rangers lore. Today we're going to talk about Twin Man, the leader of the first ever Evil Ranger team. As Twin Man isn't really seen on the screen very often. In truth, all we see is Jason with sunglasses and glowing red eyes. The rest of the team that he follows him around are also just the carbon copies of Trini, Zach, and the rest of them, but all putties underneath the illusion. Now they go to the school of Angel Grove to basically mess up the Rangers' human lives to get them thrown in detention or whatever process just to get them out of the way, while the Rangers' reputation is ruined, essentially. That's what they want to do, is ruin the public perspective of the Rangers entirely. And how do they do this exactly? Well, they basically pour baking soda into a water fountain, and when the principal, or dean, uses it, it shoots out, sprays him in the face, and makes a huge mess, and they immediately are like, oh, it's us, and they throw him into detention with Bulk and Skull. Now, the original team is thrown into detention. The putties and Twin Man himself are able to escape and go into town to cause all hell. They immediately arrive, jump in town. People are kind of running to them, like going, "Oh, pretty cool! It's the Rangers!" And all of a sudden, they pull out their blasters and start blasting, throwing chairs and attacking civilians. It doesn't look well and makes the town of Angel Grove look like Chicago in the '80s. Seeing this is happening on the news, the Rangers go, "We can't let this happen." Basically trick Bulk and Skull into closing their eyes and shutting their ears and able to teleport out of there to do battle against these phonies. And they do, but have a hard time fighting against different versions of themselves. The first one to go down is the Pink Ranger, getting shot in the back after she calls upon Trini to help her out. Trini helps the Pink Ranger, only to realize she helped out the wrong Ranger. She helped out the evil doppelganger Pink Ranger and is attacked from behind. Now she is shot immediately behind by Kimberly, who destroys the putty, and then they take out the rest one after the other. The last one standing is Jason, when they realize he's not just a putty, but a monster in disguise. Now, after that, Twin Man reveals himself, does a little blast here or there, and then immediately gets destroyed by a tower formation blade blast. Yeah. It's basically where they stand on top of their shoulders, they point the guns in the center of each other, and then it just forms like this ball of energy, and it flew at him and destroyed him. That was it. He knocks on his back, and he blows up from there. Never seen again. He doesn't get a big form beyond that. Now, why did I do a video on this character? Well, he is supposedly voiced by Bryan Cranston. Now, if you don't know who Bryan Cranston is, he's in Malcolm in the Middle, but he also voiced Zordon in the 2017 Power Rangers movie, Power Rangers, or the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Now, I thought that was amazing. Now, when I say supposedly, there's a rumor, and it's out there that he did not voice it, but it was actually Dave Mallow, the voice of Squat, who actually did the voice, and they used Cranston's name for whatever reason. Arguably, Cranston wasn't really big of an actor up until Malcolm in the Middle, and even then, no one really used him until Breaking Bad, when he really broke his shell. It's where he became a bigger actor and would start putting in big movies like Godzilla or Power Rangers. So I don't know why they would just use his name, because he's only ever used another single monster in Power Rangers, and then his other career in Malcolm in the Middle, and then from there to Breaking Bad and other such movies. I believe it was him. I tried to listen very carefully, but I don't see a reason why they would have to lie about using Bryan Cranston. He wasn't a major character voice. And in truth, why would you lie about any of the characters or like voice monsters, especially when you're only there for like 10 seconds? Because most of the time, the voice of the monster was Austin St. John, the Red Ranger Jason, because he was in Jason's form most of the time. So that is just an opinion of me. What do you guys think? Do you think it was Bryan Cranston, or do you think it was somebody else like Dave Mallow? Well, let me know in the comments below. Now, thank you guys for joining us for another episode of Power Rangers Lore. I'll see you guys soon with another episode. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below. And may the power protect you always.